couple of seconds, get up here close by. I hope your smiling muscles are ready for a workout because somebody scream! It's the Mojos! Whoa, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? 'Cause I'm sick and tired fooling around with you. Get up in the morning, fix you something to eat. Before I go to work, I even brush your teeth. Come home in the evening, still in bed. Got a rag tied around your head, oh baby. What you gonna do? 'Cause I'm sick and tired fooling around with you. 'Cause it's the last time telling you to change your ways. I'm telling you, baby, I mean what I say. Last time telling you to stop that jive, or you'll find yourself outside. Oh, baby, what you gonna do? 'Cause I'm sick and tired fooling around with you. Hooky dookie. What you gonna do? Oh, baby, what you gonna do? 'Cause I'm sick and tired fooling around with you. Hey, baby, what you do?
Met KC back in 1973. I was hitchhiking with a friend in Sayville, and this guy stopped to pick up two guys in an MG Midget, which is a two-seater car. I said to my buddy, I said, "This guy's weird." He says, "No, that's the guy I was just telling you about. That's Coos Cowan." That was his nickname at the time. So we took the ride, and by the end of the ride, I had started a band with him called Street Noise, and he told me about his sister, who I eventually met and married. So that was some ride for me.
Salute, baby, who's better than you? Nobody.
KC. Well, I remember the first time I met KC was at the Dog and Duck. I was playing there at the Mojos. It was packed. And we got to know those guys, and he and the brothers and the other guys in the band. Got to meet him, and those guys were always so great with us. And Casey particularly, and he would take me and a couple of the other guys, or me and my brothers, and say, "All right, I got an idea. This is what we're gonna do. We're buying a bar." No. Buying a bar. Buy a bar. We'll play. You guys play. And people will come. Buying a bar. Not gonna make any money, but we're buying a bar. And he would say that. Man, he would say that for a couple of years. He tried to get that with us. Maybe he did to other people too. I don't know. But he tried to get us to buy a bar with him. And well, that was just fun.
Hey, give the rhythm some already. Hey, Montambuleyo. Think that's all makes sense sooner or later.
Hi, Miranda Gatewood here. I'm bass player number like 167 of the Mojos out of a possible 3,000 or so. I just wanted to give you a little anecdote about the man. That's Casey. He was the best. After he passed, we all kind of mourned him in our own way. I went down to the beach. He was a water sign, you know, water. So, Pisces. So, I walked the beach, and I don't usually find beach glass, but I found 5 pieces of beautiful green beach glass. Put it in my pocket, went home. Then I realized I'll be damned if those aren't 5 of his Heineken bottles.
Cha cha cha. My skinny Minnie is a crazy chick. She's 6 foot high and a 1 foot thick. Tell me, boys, where can she be? Oh, she's the only one for me.
It's always you, home.
A skinny man, she ain't skinny.
And it's down. Yes, that's all.
She's a 1 foot thinner than a fishing pole. She's 1 half rock and the other half roll. Ow! Now tell me, boys, where can she hide? Oh, she's the apple of my eye. Skinny man, she ain't skinny, she just tall. That's all. Speaking of tall, KC. fishing pole. She's one half rock, the other half roll. Now tell me, boys, where can she hide? For she is the apple of my eye. Skinny man, she ain't skinny, she's just tall. Yes, that's all.
Hi, this is David Amram, and all my favorite memories of KC and his brother-in-law Kevin. The first time I played at Bradstock many years ago, he came out raised a big pitcher of beer and said, "Hi, let's have a good time." And he gave that incredible smile, and the whole place lit up as if it were Yankee Stadium with all the lights on the 4th of July. What a spirit. What a guy.
Set your flag apart, so you better hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. Till I go out one day, the jack of my feel now, now, here's the jack of my feel now, oh, look at it now, hey now, oh, hey now, till I go out one day, see the jack of my feel now, here's the jack of my feel now, yeah, my grandma said to your grandma, now sitting by the fire. Yes, my grandma said to your grandma, I'm gonna set that dress on fire. It's talking about hey now, hey now, oh, hey now, hey now. Said I go out one day, said the jack of my feel now, here's the jack of my feel now, oh, to get it now, hey now, oh, hey now, said the jack of my feel now, said the jack of my feel now, here's the jack of my feel now, give me the yes. Said you and your boy now sitting by the fire. Yes, my name boy said you and your boy, I'm gonna set those feathers fire. So we gotta hey now, oh hey now. Said I go out one day. Said the jack of my feeling, now, hey, said the jack of my feeling, hey, I'm a killer now, hey now, oh hey now, hey now. Said the jack of my feeling, now, hey, said the jack of my feeling, hey home. Dressed in green, I go out one day. That ain't a gal, it's a little machine. Say I go out one day. Oh, look at it now, hey now, oh hey now. Hey now. I go out one day. Jack of my feeling, now, hey, say the jack of my feeling. They all together now, hey now, hey now. Hey now. Say I go out one day. Jack of my feeling, now, hey, say jack of my boogie doogie. all dressed in green. I go one day. Yeah, that ain't a gal, it's a little machine. Said I go one day. Hold it now, hang out. Hey now. I go one day. Say the jack of my feel now, hey, say the jack of my feel honey. The jack of my feel honey. 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 Don't encourage us, we'll only drink more.
So it had to be a Bradstock, probably the last one in Sayville. KC invited me to play. We had a really early slot, so KC wanted me there real early. You know, he was a very conscientious band leader. So I obliged, and I got there about 12:30, and he was there. We were the first two people there. We had a wonderful gig. It was absolutely awesome. You know, there was a good crowd there by the time we started and everything else, and it was just it was an amazing musical experience. So we stayed backstage in the VIP area, mainly right to the very end. You know, pretty much when they were shutting it down. So it was just me, KC, and a few other stragglers. So now KC and I have to leave. So, you know, we get out to the bikes. I get on my bike. He gets on his bike. He's a little wobbly, you know, and I don't want to say anything because he would probably tell me to go scratch. So I'm just going to try to keep an eye on him. And we get on those bikes, and he rides out of there as straight as an arrow, like a true, I mean, through the crowd, through the blackness, gets on his bike, and once he was on that bike, you would never know that he had been partying a little bit that day. I mean, it was just absolutely amazing. He was like a laser through the crowd. So I was just following him, like half laughing half the time, because I just could not believe how well he could ride after a full day of having a good old time. So, yeah, we rode out of there, and I was right on his tail, and you know, we didn't really say much, and then we got to the Sayville train station. He banged a left and, you know, gave me a big shout out, see ya, you know, Crispy, and that was it. Off he went into the darkness. So, you know, what a great day playing with KC, and true professional from the beginning to end. He really cared about how we sounded and who played and how we played and how we looked, even the whole bit. And, you know, just holding it together, a full day of revelry, and, you know, and then he gets out there and executes even as we leave. So that's my KC story. Miss him, love him, and I'm Chris B. Cole. I talk to you soon.
Once again, I apologize for the band's behavior. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they call that the groove. Yep. Yeah, Miranda's got the groove today, don't she? Woo. Yeah, a song about our favorite woman. Baby, she got great big feet. She's only lanky. She ain't that deep, but she's my baby. And I love her just the same. You know I'm crazy about that woman? California is her name. California. California. What make your big head so hard? I love you. Love you just the same. I'm crazy about that woman. California is her name. Woo! Swig, Brother Brian Johnson, Brother J-Bone, Brother Greg the Yank on the drum, Sister Miranda Gaywood.
She got great big feet, she's long, she's lanky, she ain't in no need, but she's my baby. And I love her just the same, and I'm crazy about that woman. Caldonia's her name. Caledonia, Caledonia. Yeah, we got the big horn over there. That's what I'm talking about right my baby, she got great big feet, she's long, she's lanky, she ain't in no need, but she's my baby. And I love her just the same, and I'm crazy about that woman. Caledonia's her name. Caledonia, Caledonia.
I have an announcement. We're looking for Joe Jr. 10 years old, fresh crew cut, black Green Day t-shirt on. Joe Jr., your dad dropped you off at the front gate. He's got your two brothers and he wants you. Please respond up to the front.
Come on, Joe, get up here. I'm waiting for my yeah home. Oh, I'm sitting here in la la's. I'm waiting for my yeah. Oh, she's sound funny, but I don't believe she's coming home. Coming home. Well, now, baby, hubby, don't make me worry. Oh. Baby, hubby, don't make me worry. Oh, you know that I love you, oh, I really love you. got Joe Jr., ladies and gentlemen. It's a good thing. Put the bottle down, Joe. Baby, hurry and don't make me worry. Baby, hurry.
Pedro here
Don't make me worry.
at Faithless, Casey's favorite place. I guess I met him here about 30 years ago. Of course, things were a little foggy, passing around Das Boot, you know. But I can tell you one day, 22 years ago, there was a party. A couple of guys from Faithless here were having a party in the front lawn. You probably know one of them there, Brad. And so I guess that was Bradstock XIII, right? We were partaking in the front lawn. I was with some friends, and KC came running out of the backyard. He said, "Dude, Pete, did you hear the band in the backyard? It's insane." He goes, "There's this little kid just jamming out." He goes, "There's this one kid playing lead guitar, and it sounds like he's on another freaking planet. You know, he's like possessed." That's what he said, possessed. He goes, he puts his head back and he goes into a different world. And there's some little kid on the bass. Of course, that was Water Street. So he really liked them. But something else that I want to mention here at Faithless, there was a girl who used to hang around here, and her name was Heather Peacher. And I know she met a lot of people out there. I told her about the luncheonette, and she's like, "Oh yeah." So we went up there, and of course we were hanging out, and so Casey was doing his thing, jamming, and Heather started doing her thing, and she was the whirling dervish there, and their eyes met, and one thing led to another, and what a way, huh? Who was that? That was a good one. I guess that, all I wanted to say is something I want to say about Casey, and when I think about what was important to him, besides his daughter, and his family, was really us, right? The Bradstock community was really, really important to him, and so I really believe that Casey was, the spirit of Bradstock. There's something really unique, and that's a nice thing to know, right? Thanks. Peace out.
Yeah, babies. All right, we let you rest long enough.
Give me a mojo hand. I'm going down, Louisiana. Give me a mojo hand. Let me show all you pretty women how to love your man. I got my mojo working.
You got the mojo's working.
I got my mojo working.
You had the mojo's working.
I got my working.
Mojo's working.
I got my mojo
mojo's the word. I got my mojo working. Just don't work on you. They say. Gypsy woman, she's giving me advice. I got a gypsy woman, she's giving me advice. But I got my own bag of tricks here, baby. I'm keeping me all night. I got my mojo working. Has the mojo's working. I got my mojo working. Has the freaking mojo's working. I got my damn right you did. I got my mojo working. Has the mojo's working. I got my mojo working. Just don't work on you. mojo working. Yeah, the mojo's working. I got my mojo working. That mojo's working. I got my working. The what? I got my mojo working. Yeah, the mojo's working. I got my mojo working. Yeah, we want to thank you all. We want to thank Dennis. We want to thank Brad. We want to thank everybody who put the whole thing together. We want to thank you. Mr. Kevin Twig on the kid, Mr. Brian Johnson on the kid, Mr. Greg Sugarfoot Danger on the kid, Bones Malone over here on the representative. Trumpeter, Miss Miranda Bubba Gateway on the bass guitar, Mr. Carl Hookie Dookie Elbring. I am the Trumpeter, bringing the word of love, the rocket and home fried. Ain't nobody better than you! Give yourselves a hand! And whose ass do I have to kiss now?
Missed you, KC. Still got your love jug.
Like they were the Mojos.
Thank you, babies! Nobody better than you! I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. You're gonna give your love. Love forever and one day. Love the thrill won't fade. That your love for me has got to be real. All people don't know how I feel. My love is bigger than a Cadillac. I'm looking forward to God love me back. That love is real, not fade away. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be. We're gonna give you love, love forever and one day. Love that you won't feel. Your love for me has got to be real. 'Cause you don't know how I feel. My love's bigger than a Cadillac. I'm looking forward to God love me back. Said love is real, not fade away. Stay for a necktie. Got a brand new house by the roadside. Did a bit around snake hide. Got a brand new chimney, baby, made on top. Yes, I made out of human skull. Yes, come on, pretty baby, take me walk with me and tell me who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Yeah, who do you love? Who do you love? I was driving in Malibu around the corner, nice wedding the flew. Hope I seen somebody just scream. She'll just play what I just seen. Said, who do you love? Who do you love? Say, who, yeah, who do you love? Say, who, yeah, who do you love? Say, who, yeah, who do you love? how it's gonna be. You're gonna give your love. Love forever and one day. Oh, the thrill won't fade away. Take your love from me, it's got to be real. Well, talk, don't know how I feel. You know, miles bigger than a Cadillac. I love you folks, I love you there. Said love until now fade away. Now fade away, yeah. Now fade away. Now. Without a warning, broke my heart. Taking it, baby, tore it apart. Left me standing, left me crying. Left me standing, out of my mind. Turn on your love, shine on me. Turn on your love, shine on me. Baby, let it shine, let it shine, let it. Early in the morning, early in the evening, you're the only one. Welcome to Bradstock, baby. Accept no substitute. 13 years when the adults drunk or old, it's just the kids. Getting along. Things don't so change, you know, I will be gone. This situation is driving me insane. Somebody get my walking cat, get me my walking, cause I feel a little lonely in the middle of the night. Need my dog, it's alright. Take it, my baby, baby, please, 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 take it, my baby. I'm on my knees. Turn on your love. Shine on me, turn on your love, shine on me. Let it shine, let it shine, let it. Early in the morning, early in the evening, you're the only one. Sugar for Dagger on the kid. Bound Malone on the rubber dub. Mr. Brian Johnson on the... What the hell's he hitting now? Mr. Fabulous Kevin Tweed. Michael Padre. The main man, Mr. Paul Home Flash Blazer. I am the rubber dub. Welcome to the House of Love. Momentarily.
Hey Bradstock, Ken the Rocket here. Just telling you about KC. We worked together for 10 years on the carpentry jobs, played music for 18 years, and lasted 2 days before he passed. We were 12 hours on a job building a dopey metal shed with 1,000,000 nuts and bolts. And we had a great day, always had something to talk about. He gave me great advice, and I took it. I'm glad I did. Really made a big difference in my life. And just want to quote Kay, "Buy American," and happy trails till we meet again. Love you, Kay.
There were two things that I never understood about KC. The first one was his disdain for New Age music. You couldn't even bring up Windham Hill, or I don't know what happened. Maybe some guy in 5th grade or something took advantage of him. I don't know. But you really couldn't talk about New Age music. It was just taboo. And the other thing was, why didn't he use full sheets of paper? He had Post-it notes, and he would write the lyrics and the changes of songs, and then he would stick them on the side of the mic stand. And we'd be playing, me and Brian Swing and Johnston, at the Fadleys together with Casey, and we would try to decipher the songs like sideways on the side of the mic stand on these little tiny Post-it notes, and never got anything. But we had a lot of fun. That's the big thing. We had a lot of fun. Miss you, Casey. Bye-bye.
I just want to say I always remembered about Casey from the first day I met him at the Eastport Luncheonette. He always welcomed me with open arms and that toothy grin. I always remember that about him, that he always made me feel welcome and all my friends. He always made me feel like I was one of the gang. And it encouraged me to go see other shows. Everywhere I went, he was just there with that big toothy grin and a big hug. And I really miss him, as I know we all do. God bless KC.
In the early 80s, Casey called me to join a band. It was called the Lost Soul Band, and I was to be the first drummer. And we got a gig in Patchogue on East Main Street. And it was going to start at 11 and go till 3. I had another gig on the North Shore, so he volunteered to set up my drums to make it, easier to get everything happening. So I said, "Oh, that's a great idea." So I raced after my thing down to the thing, to the show, and I said, "Let me just check things out before we start," because they were anxious to start. And I looked, and he had set up my foot pedal on the front skin of the bass drum in front of the hole.
A quick note about KC. Something funny he said to me a long time ago now. Oh my gosh, so many gigs. He said, "We have a shoes gig this weekend." I'm like, "What does that mean?" He's like, "You have to wear a tuxedo and black shoes, and we're probably going to be part of the wallpaper. This is like an Italian place." And yeah, it just cracked me up. Shoes gig, he said. So many gigs I played with him. I miss him.
Hey, Casey, a story. Casey is at the luncheonette. Haley walks in. It's New Year's Eve. She's all dolled up in her little dress. She's 5 years old, walks up to the band, takes the microphone, and sings a song. And Casey was electrified. He was so happy, and she was, and still is, and will always be the love of his life. Casey and Haiti. A moment in time. That's it.